wild. That's evil.
I had a dream where like all of my teeth fell out, and it was really scary.
They
and
say,
then
yeah. Go ahead.
I woke up, but I was still dreaming, but I thought I woke up. And then my teeth fell out again.
No, they hit you with the switch?
And then I woke up for real, and I was so afraid.
Dude,
that is doomsday like moment. That is doomsday moment. Teeth falling out, like all of them.
It was bad, dude. I woke up and I started wiggling my teeth, making sure they weren't loose.
True. Dude, they say that there's like something to that. Like when you have a dream about your teeth falling out, it has like some deeper meaning or some shit that people say. Apparently it's common.
Damn.
They need to patch that out.
They do, honestly.
I'm sick of it. It's scary.
They also need to patch out. They need to patch out not being able to move the way you would be able to move in real life in your dreams. Because I had this dream the other day because we've been having a bunch of bees and like they're kind of just annoying. So I had a dream where there were 3 bees in my room when I'm trying to go to sleep, and then I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna have to like deal with these bees somehow. But like they're chill with me right now. Maybe I can just go to sleep. And then like one falls into my bed and I'm like, okay, well I guess I'm gonna have to like do something about this. So I'm trying to like flick it out of the bed, but I can't move because I'm asleep. So like I have like 0% energy and I have to like try to will my body, but it feels like I have no energy. That shit needs to get patched.
That's so true, because every time I've had a dream where like I'm supposed to be walking or something, I end up like falling down onto my knees and like everything's blurry and I can't hear very well. And I'm like crawling around and like trying to get up, but I can't. And I can't even talk.
So weird.
Because like I'm mute. Someone asked me a question and I just can't even answer because I'm mute for some reason.
That's fucked up. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's so bad.
So I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this, fellas.
No, you got this.
Well, I'm dead currently.
Why do they have her in a bikini inside her
That's
suit?
what I'm saying, okay? But Q was like, they need to make sure that like she's a woman and they want to make sure people know she's a woman. Yeah, he's not even here to defend himself.
Whoa. So I thought it was only in the first... Oh no, it is this game.
Brother, we just saw it.
I'm not gonna lie, on stream it appears as a fucking white flash for me and then nothing else because the fucking frames are all like, so I'm not really seeing what you're seeing. To me, it's like the vaguest silhouette of a woman and nothing else, and then it just ends.
What having cataracts does to a motherfucker. What having astigmatism does.
What happened? That's so true.
Key, when are you gonna get LASIK?
I don't think I'm going to.
Never?
I mean, it feels like it's not really impeding on anything.
Yeah, probably nothing at all, actually.
I mean, I don't know. Like, LASIK seems expensive.
If someone could give you LASIK for free, would you?
Probably. I mean, I'm not one to turn down free stuff.
Free surgery.
Okay, what if someone gave you cutting off all of your limbs for free?
Yeah, see, there's the thing, like, I'm gaining something from the...
Well, you're gaining no arms.
No, that doesn't seem quite right.
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't either, but I didn't say that I'm not gonna give, like, I'm not one to turn down free stuff.
Well, like, I'm not, like, that's not free, like that, like that's not the type of free that you want.
I mean, sometimes, I mean, it is free though.
It is free.
It is, but it also comes at a great cost.
So you might be able to say it's not free.
Yeah.
He can't jake it anymore.
What is jaking it?
Have you never seen it?
No, what is jaking it?
No way. It's.
Who's upjaking it right now? Mr. Payton PNG.
I thought it was jacking it.
No, it's jaking it, bro.
Can you post the Mr. Payton who's upjaking it image?
I do have it still. Who was jaking it?
Oh, I need to see this. Okay, I have seen this image before. I wasn't sure this is what you were referring to. I always thought it was jacking it.
Well,
it is, but like.
Okay, jaking it it's this video of Jake the dog from Adventure Time, and he's like, there's a scene I guess where he's just laying in his bed, but someone edited it so that it's got a really long spot.
Yeah, like it's an
crotch.
extrude tool. Yeah.
The sound is like a slapping noise, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm jaking it."
What the fuck?
I'm jaking it so good. And there's like a bunch of them for every Adventure Time character. The Finn one is like, "I'm finning it. I'm finning it. Yeah, I am finning it."
Is it one person who made these, or like, is it a collection of people?
I assume it's a collective.
Yeah.
A group of like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
The PB one still kills me because she's like, "I'm gumming it," and then at the end she's like, "I miss Marceline.
I am gumming it. Oh, I am gumming it so good." And then at the very end, yeah, she's like, "I miss Marceline."
Too real. Why'd they get that one lore accurate?
It's crazy because they got a PNG of her wearing those shirt Marceline gave her, and I'm like, why is this completely real?
And then they do the same thing,
it instead of her
elongating her crotch to be like protruding.
Look, good art knows no medium. It's very nice of these, like, mouth pits to let you go after a certain amount of bites. They're not greedy.
Yeah, well, maybe it's in their system. Like, oh, I can't go through this. I need to let go. I'm gonna choke on it.
Maybe that could be a cool lore reason. You should be the lore director for this game.
Every Nintendo game desperately needs one, but they will never get them.
Do they really desperately need one? They have lore in this game, and the lore is like kind of cool.
I guess Metroid is the most well put together like lore book they have, but like a lot of Nintendo games, like they have a loose lore that like they do clearly care about enough because I think they acknowledge it's important, but like they kind of recall it on like a game-to-game basis. Like I remember the Zelda director is like, every time they make a Zelda game, he watches a Zelda, and I know other people do this, and it's valid, and I get why they do it, but like they only refresh themselves on the lore every single time they're about to make a new game, and it's like, bro, just hire a lore manager, bro. They don't gotta watch a 2-hour.
But like literally, who's gonna do that other than like World of Warcraft?
I mean, a bunch of things have lore managers.
Like what?
Castlevania has a lore manager.
I don't know why they would need one.
Yeah, considering they don't make games anymore. Yeah, I don't know why they need one either.
I feel like whoever is like making the game, or whoever is like the director, could probably come up with like decent lore anyway. Unless the game is like, oh, I am Flappy Bird and I go left and right and dodge pipes. Then I don't know if they need lore.
It's more like, of course, like the director comes up with all the lore, but it's more like the director's about to do something, and then the lore manager's like, "You already did that, bro." It's like, what? It's like, yeah, you don't remember when you did that 5 years ago? It's like, nah. Thank you, lore manager.
Okay, but the lore manager is just like someone that makes sure that you're not a fucking dipshit.
Listen, You'd be surprised how easy it is after 20 years of a series to end up looking like a dipshit.
I mean, yeah, but like you could just like watch your shit again and then probably be fine.
True. I guess the 2-hour lore recap video strat never really fails.
Yeah, just hire fucking Seth the programmer, and you'll be fine.
Like, this shit's fucking absurd. Like,
I don't know why they allow me to spin 360 around him, and then why does my controls get inverted? They couldn't figure out how to like make the controls be relative to like the direction you're facing.
yeah.
But we found new shit, so I can't really be too upset.
We did find new shit.
You were lost. You're like, I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing here.
Yeah, I don't. I did not.
Yeah,
All
you're
I
a
knew.
noob-tier gamer.
Well, last time, like when you asked, like, I don't know where you're going. Do you? And I'm like, no. All I know is that we need to be in some fucking like decrepit ass area, which I thought was the other area, like where it looked dead. But then I was wrong. This area's not dead at all. I just mistook it. It looked familiar.
He
But
was
similar to the
mistaken.
other area.
Yeah, he was mistaken. This area is actually like legit kind of creepy.
Yeah. Also, maybe I was mistaken. I still think we do need to be back in like. We do have to backtrack to the one like dead plant area at some point.
I mean, brother, that's the whole point of the game is backtracking. So I wouldn't put it past it. Like, I think at some point we should go back and like do all the shit that we previously couldn't have. I can.
Yeah, my bad, bro. My bad, bro.
Okay, how am I supposed to attack that guy? Oh, never mind. He's intangible. Okay, what the fuck?
Perplexing.
Is this just like infinite or like... am I supposed to be killing all of these? Why do they spawn beneath the floor? Alright, I'm just gonna assume that we didn't unlock this yet. You want me to use the secret scope that I didn't get?
Oh.
Bro, we don't need the fucking secret scope. Homie, he was like, I don't even remember what the fuck the secret scope is, and now he's telling me to use the secret scope.
Well, listen, I straight up did not remember what the fuck. Like, I don't ever remember using it at any point in this game. At least not enough to have it be notable in my mind. But I thought, like, maybe just maybe. Okay.
Well, troll, I was like, why isn't this working? Alright, I guess it just doesn't allow me to save. That's cool.
Maybe just go back in. Maybe it's like a loaded.
Oh, really?
Loaded different.
Do you think the
Maybe
answer is just go back in?
Okay, my bad. My absolute bad, dude. Maybe it's because the place is powered off.
He is just looking for any excuse to troll.
Well, listen. Double checking is always whimsical and fun.
Dude, the other day I was talking, and there's okay. I'm gonna explain this, and you guys gotta guess, right? I was talking to someone, and they were like, "I am the biggest Wizard 101 fan," and then I looked at their account, and their highest level character is like fucking level 23 in the Grand Arena in Crocotopia, and I'm like, brother, you can't be saying this. You guys know who it is?
Was it Catherine?
It was not Catherine, but that's a good guess.
Inky?
It was not Inky. Inky would never play anything other than fucking World of Warcraft.
Yeah, well, I know Inky was into MMO, so I thought maybe like Inky just had a weird Wizard 101 stint.
Is this a boss? Oh, hold on. Pause this. They got fucking blue fire, and it hurts me already. Oh, what the fuck is this? Is this Mother Brain?
Squid Game.
So, what am I supposed to be doing here exactly? Okay.
Oh.
It opened its eye for 1 second, and I was supposed to react to that.
Tico's second.
They really just gonna fuck you with that one.
I guess this is why you need fucking 18 trillion rockets. Because it's only damageable by rockets. Like, I don't want to waste every single rocket I've ever gotten.
That's the power.
I'm not gonna use my fucking super missiles, bro.
Yeah.
It has the power of 5 missiles. Use the fucking
That line
super
will go
missile.
down in history.
It's just false. It's literally not even true.
I don't know, but every single time I think about this game, I can't think. I just think of the interaction of like, well, dude, one super missile has the power of 5 missiles, and then you just go off.
That whole point, like, imagine we were like, oh, why is healthcare really expensive in this country? And it's like, well, it's so that way you like feel like better when you actually are able to get it done. That's your whole argument for super missiles.
Listen, like, yeah, like I don't even feel any strong way about them. I was just arguing on their behalf.
Homie was just arguing to argue, and we know.
Someone has to play defense.
I'm gonna fucking super missile this fucker next time he comes out. Just
Developers
for you.
aren't here. Oh man, dude.
It's gonna be his last point since he's already at like 0 health, and you're gonna be like, dude, look at how strong that fucking super missile was. Oh, it actually didn't even fucking do anything.
Wait.
Bro, used all of them.
Oh,
Well, he was
his
fucking
last
flashing.
It was his last health. Oh my god, you called it directly.
Yeah. Cause I'm locked
Dude.
in.
Look how powerful it is.
And look, you got a bunch more.
Yeah. So that was like the image of Mother Brain.
I don't know what the fuck that thing was. I'm gonna be real with you. I just was like,
self-proclaimed fucking. What the fuck is that, bro?
my bad, bro, but I am not one to assume what any of these things are.
Do we get anything if he like gets all the way to the end, or like?
They're just kind of like here.
They are in fact kind of just here.
Well, the power is
Oh, this would have been good to get. Oh, this isn't even that big. Criteria. Normal people be like, I'm going to a new country. Gamers be like, I'm discovering a new map. A new map has been discovered.
Dude, normal people be like, oh my fucking god, I just saw a dead body. Gamers be like, a body has been...
Nah, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, first super missile upgrade? Honestly, why didn't we get this earlier? Why were they saving the super missile so much? Dude, with how much glazing they do for the super missile in this game, you would think it's like literally the greatest thing of all time, but it's like shit tier.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you.
Those can hurt you?
One super missile is the power of 5 missiles.
That is not only wrong, but the whole reason why they made that happen was to just make the player's life miserable.
Oh man.
Imagine if they were like, why do like these certain groups of people only have the voting power of 3/5 of other groups of people, and they're like, well, so that way like when they actually vote for something, it's like more, it feels more powerful. That's your whole argument, bro.
I'm just saying.
Homie's about to defend the 3/5 compromise.
No, listen, I'm just saying that, like, this has nothing to do with that. This is just simple unit scaling, like, dude.
What the fuck is this thing? And why is it invincible? Oh, because I didn't hit it with a missile yet. That's why. I didn't hit it with a super missile. You might be able to cheat this, but I will not. So is this technically like a spaceship, or like what are we doing here? Good talk.
Sorry. I actually wanted to see the exact damage addition that super missiles have.
Go for it. What is it?
So missiles do 100 damage, and super missiles do 300.
Why didn't it have to take 3 missiles to open up a door then?
Okay, that is a very fair point.
Well, no, because actually, it's supposed to make it feel like better when you get the super missile, because it's gonna make it like seem stronger, bro.
Okay, but now we know that 1 super missile is the power of 3 normal missiles.
Yeah, so why the fuck did they make the fucking doors break in 5 missiles?
Maybe they needed maybe they needed 1,500. Maybe they needed 1,500 points of damage to be broken.
Then why does the super missile break it in only 300?
The super missile, you need. Oh wait, yeah. Hold on, you're right. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Well, listen. I'm just playing defense here because the dev team isn't here to defend themselves, so someone has to do it.
I don't think anyone has to do it. I think they have to make like a more better game.
A better one?
Yeah, a game that's like better than this one.
Perhaps.
Literally all they have to do is just make it break in 2 or 3 missiles, and then the super missile still feels powerful, and the player is much more likely to figure it out. The compromise is there.
What if some fuckery in the code made it to where it has to be 5? Like, would that fucking shit spaghetti?
How would the fuckery occur like that?
I don't know. Like, what if it was just... Okay, what if they were thinking that same thing? Like, what the fuck is happening with these doors? And then, like, they just decided, like, fuck it. Like, somehow pumping 5 into it is the solution. That, like... And we need to work on the rest of the game.
And then they just simply figured it out when it comes to the next, like, when it came to, what do you call it? They figured it out when it came to fucking super missiles, and they decided not to fix it for missiles.
Well, like, maybe it was something specifically with missiles and their point value and just some weird shit in the code. Like, maybe
they
just...
a new word of point value?
Like, point value, fucking maybe the index of it was fucking really, like, fucking... I don't know, like, maybe something was just happening, and they're like, oh, we can't fix this.
And their solution was to fix it for one, but not the other?
No, because the other ones, for some reason, didn't fall into the same...
Okay,
problem.
if this team of developers couldn't fucking figure it out, bro, I don't know, like, how they made the whole game. I'm gonna be so honest.
It was an anomaly.
Okay, well, this is all fake and you made this all up, so...
Well, okay, listen, I'm just throwing out ideas.
Okay, all of your ideas are to make this one stupid fucking idea work when it's hella not.
Listen, you have to open your mind to greater possibilities.
I think you have to open your mind, brother. You just want to make this one idea work. Sometimes you have to change and evolve.
Listen! 5 missiles! One super missile has the power of 5 missiles.
No, it does. Okay, when you said that, what were you thinking? Because now we know it's a lie and that you didn't even know.
Well, I knew the super missiles did more damage than the normal missiles, so I had assumed, because that's a logical leap to make, like a leap of logic to make.
I love watching James play Metroid and argue about it with Key the entire time.
It's always been the fucking missile thing every time.
It is.
This is ridiculous. I think literally every hour of
Every single stream, the whole stream is just you guys arguing about missiles and super missiles.
Even when we talked about something else, one of us would bring the missile thing back up, and it'd be ridiculous.
It'd just be an offhand comment, and then it would just snowball.
This is like being married, and then like you have a normal argument about something, and then you're like, oh yeah, what about that time when we talked about the missile thing? And they're like, oh, you're gonna bring up the missiles again, really? Are you now?
Yeah. That's so true. Metroid brings out the married couple
within
in your
us.
friendship.
It's just like sometimes I think I'm gonna run out of things to say about the missile, but then I realize I don't really have to say anything of substance about it in the conversation.
Well, I don't think you ever have, bro.
I think I have had some valid points about the missiles.
Name one.
Like how you just need to accept that they are the way they are.
That's not a valid point.
That is a pretty valid point. Like, I mean, you've been lingering on this.
Okay, imagine if I was like, hey, you have like this fucked up like condition and you're probably gonna die because of it. And you're like, I'm like, wow, that's pretty fucked up. Like, can I do anything about it? And you're like, maybe, but like, you should probably just like not care about it.
No, that's not the same thing. See, you're always about these non-factors, these things that just aren't applicable. Like, I'm talking like, this is more equivalent to like, oh man, like there's like this like I nearly like I tripped a teeny bit on the stick. Not even a lot of a bit, like just like a teeniest amount. Like I skipped over it a little bit. That was kind of unfortunate. And then you keep on walking and you forget about it. But you haven't forgotten about the stick that you didn't really ever almost trip over, just kind of like stumbled over.
Okay, this is like literally the worst fucking analogy I've ever heard.
No, this is the best analogy you've ever heard, dude. This is real. This is what has happened.
No, it just makes no sense. Okay, imagine I'm a puzzle creator and I'm making a puzzle, but the puzzle I make doesn't make any fucking sense.
That wasn't a puzzle.
That was a puzzle. The puzzle is I've been given missiles and I can't open a door with my normal thing. What do I do? The answer is obviously use a missile. So you use a missile and nothing happens. You're like, okay, maybe it takes two. Nothing happens. Well, I don't want to waste all my missiles on this thing because I've been giving a limited resource and I'm fighting enemies on an alien planet. And then the answer is to use all fucking 5 of them. Like, why not just start you off with 2 or 3?
I don't know. Like, I just don't see where you're coming from.
I don't know how, honestly.
Like, I pumped all that shit into that the moment I could.
Okay, imagine this is the same thing, right? You're like, I'm like, oh, like someone can fall on this, like someone could imagine we're in a like a restaurant and there's a big stick in the door that says like fucking welcome or some shit. And I walk in one day and I like almost trip and like bust my fucking face open on it. And I'm like, we should probably change this because like someone's gonna die and sue us. And then you're like, dude, I don't know, I tried using the stick and I was like perfectly fine, and not only that, but I did it on my first attempt. And I'm like, okay, but like not everyone's gonna do that. And you're like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about, you're always bringing up the stick when like I did it fine my first try.
Okay, but there was no danger with opening.
The danger was losing the player.
Okay, but like,
you don't even have anything to say.
Listen, I just think it's like.
What do you think?
I think it's just not. Maybe it doesn't matter at the end
Maybe
of
it
the
doesn't
day.
gaff.
Maybe it don't cap.
Okay, what the fuck are we supposed to do here?
Oh man. All right. Turn.
Never mind. I'm not even. You haven't even been looking at the stream.
No. Okay. I was about to tell you. Okay.
Okay, go
Well.
ahead. Tell me.
Well, I'm gonna be real. What I was gonna tell you is complete, like, fucking guesswork.
We know.
He gave up. He's done. He's finished.
Also, I hope you know I'm very attentive when we play these games.
Okay.
My eyes are glued on the screen. I only
That's
ever
like the
look
biggest
away.
fucking lie I've ever heard.
That's not even true, dude. Like, that's not even true.
I'll have you know I'm really. I like how that's you conveniently decide to mention that the second you're not attentive.
No, okay.
I'll have you know
just
I'm actually
then you
really
were
attentive.
No, when you asked me what are we supposed to do here, you were just staring at the fucking wall, right? And like trying to get down to the bottom part. And I was watching that entire time as you tried to do that, right? And I was like, I don't know, maybe like the fucking top part you can go through and you can morph ball hop into it. But I don't
Yeah,
think that
you didn't
would've-
watch 2 seconds ago when I tried to do that, so.
Listen, you were doing a whole bunch of shit, dude.
I know, I tried literally everything I had to interact with it, but you know, it's fine because you're actually really attentive. During
Okay,
these.
okay, fuck you. You know. I'm over here. My phone's away. My consoles are away. Like, this is the only thing on my screen. This is the one thing I'm staring at. I'm committed to this, and now you're out here mouthing off to me.
It just doesn't seem like that's the case. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying that seems wrong.
It's just not, though.
You need to be more present.
Yeah. More present mentally.
I'm not gonna lie, it is
Not
a
being
little bit of a struggle right now.
I told you.
Okay, but right now it's an exception because
Wait,
like
why?
because I'm not gonna lie, it feels like Cell just fucking stole all my energy. They turned me into a raisin.
You can say that. There's no hate. You can just say, I'll be honest, I'm not paying attention. That's fine. You don't
No,
have to
I'm
be.
not-
I'm very attentive every time.
Okay, no. The thing is, the fact of the matter is, I'm staring at this with like 100% intensity, right? Like I'm locked in.
You're listening, but you're not hearing.
Like
Or you're hearing,
I'm
but you're not
seeing,
listening.
but I'm not recalling. It would seem.
Okay, why did they do any of this here?
It's a buccarino. It's so you can see that. And you're like, okay, I wonder how I can get down there.
Why did they put 3 flying fuckers that do literally nothing?
I'm gonna be real with you, they kind of do that in every single game. I don't know why.
I don't even know if I can believe you.
Okay, well, in Metroid 2, they just have a random area with those guys. Or no, not those guys. You know the guys who you stand on them, they like randomly way down?
Yeah.
Towards the
Those
bottom.
actually
They
are
have
those same guys.
Oh, okay, yeah. They have those guys in like the second game. In this like really wide open area that goes up like for like fucking a billion dozen tiles. And like you can ride one all the way up and like fucking parkour up there and stuff. But like there's just nothing up there. I think they just put them up there so you can fill out your map.
Oh, you're right, but you could just jump and not be a dipshit.
True, but fucking listen, dude. I don't know why they just fucking randomly put those motherfuckers there, dude. Other than just for that purpose, because for any other reason, they would just have no reason for existing.
Oh, this is the secret one? This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a neat little moment.
They know that you're gonna. They know that you can morph ball in there because they always hold a ball. And this, you see, this adds to the lore of the game because the Chozo are the motherfuckers that made these statues.
Yeah, bro.
And so they knew that only Samus could do it, and so Ridley would not be able to, because he's not that
They
small.
knew Samus would be the only one that they taught to turn into a straight up. Oh, there you go.
There's the grav suit. So what does the gravity suit do? Oh no, I'm pink.
I don't know if it does the exact thing it does in the other game.
What's gonna teach us?
It like reverses the.
Oh yeah, it just makes it so I can jump out of water, which is surprisingly enough very useful.
That's crazy.
It also makes us pink. You can see this in Samus's alt costume in Super Smash Brothers, where they make it pink for the grav suit. This is a reference.
This is a dude, Sakurai, like for some of the like gaming things he brought to Smash, he's like, okay, we're gonna be very attentive and like fucking like get really in depth with a lot of these costumes. And then for other ones, they're like, I don't know, turn them fucking like yellow piss gold or something. Like I don't really care.
He didn't give a gaff.
He don't give
a gaff.
So how are we gonna get that fucking energy tank thing?
Which one?
Bro, the one that I was talking about, and you're like, I'm actually very attentive.
Oh, the
Which
one down
one?
there? Okay. No, okay, listen, dude. Listen. I'm sorry. Bro's panning me. Like, this is absurd.
It's fine. I know you're really attentive, so I just wanted to.
Yeah,
to check.
listen.
Look, I just want the energy tank thing, and I wanted to know how to do it. And instead, I did not learn how to do it.
Listen. Even if I wanted to help you, like, fucking, I think we had gotten up to the point where I could recall anything cohesively, and then like, fucking, in my head, this point in the game didn't even fully exist. Like, you just went straight back to the fucking, like, dead grass area and weaseled your way over to Ridley, which is just not how this game's progression goes.
Well, Ridley is not the final boss.
True, I know, but like.
So what do you think happens after Ridley?
Well, fucking, you gotta go fucking encounter goddamn. Well, you don't encounter Mother Brain fully. You gotta go through something else, but then you get the Mother Brain, and then fucking all the BS happens where it's like, oh my god, Samus, you just can't do it. You're alone. And then it's like, no, she's not alone. And then somehow baby Metroid grew up like a cagillion, bajillion, badillion pounds since we last saw him at the beginning of the game. They were
Dude,
feeding
spoilers.
him. Sorry. Okay, man, I'll stop.
Okay.
My bad.
How does Samus go morph ball mode?
The Chozo or like Samus. One day a giant fucking dragon is gonna attack us. We don't know this though. So we're gonna teach you how to turn into a ball. Alright, step 1. Fold your leg so far up your back that it touches your neck. And then Samus just did it. And then they did it with all her other limbs. She learned the Sonic method, dude. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Okay, I don't know if I can believe this, because like, wouldn't like your body like break in half if you tried to do that without like training and stretching like a shitload, and even then it still might not be possible.
She's a super soldier.
Good excuse.
This is Nintendo's excuse. This is not even me, bro.
I know. I'm just saying that's like they could have written something a little different. Why didn't they just make it like, oh, it's a fucking morph power? it like shrinks the body so that way you can become small.
Dude, I don't know. They just decided they wanted Samus to actually be able to fucking Mr. Fantastic herself down into a small orb.
I mean, it's creative, I'll give them that, but like, they couldn't have made like a little, like, they couldn't have made it a little more believable.
Well, listen. It's just like, well, I mean, come on. We got Samus running around with like a...
Yeah.
With, like with fucking power bombs and fucking a gravity suit and a fucking laser whip and stuff.
These are true.
So I don't think believability was at the top of their forefront.
Yeah, but like, those are all explained with like, there's like fucking alien technology or some shit, which is pretty understandable. And like, this one is explained with like, I don't know, she's just able to do that.
Yeah, but like I don't know. The ball thing is explained because she's a super soldier, and that's also technology and stuff and all the other stuff.
Bruh.
I don't know what you want from me. Ask the developers, bro.
Okay. You can either defend them or be like, I don't know, this is kind of weird, but you try to do like neither. Like, well, you defend them equally, and then you're also like, yeah, I don't know either.
I'm just entertaining ideas.
Alright, there's no way that we can get through this room. I've determined it.
Well,
the homie knows that there's a way, but you're not gonna say, and I also know that you don't know.
Okay, well, also, hold on, I need to be back.
He's gonna fall asleep in the hallway.
Yes. I'm almost certain he's just gonna fall asleep completely.
It's so over. If not in the hallway, in the bathroom. If not in the bathroom, in the kitchen.
He's gonna fall asleep at some point.
Right after he takes off his headphones.
He's already asleep right now.
He is. He can't even hear us.
He's got his AirPods in.
Yeah. I've been listening to you the whole time.
Are
oh
you
yeah.
asleep?
I wouldn't expect anything less because you're very attentive.
Yeah, I am.
This is absurd.
I am.
No one's watching this, bro. No one's watching
this. Dude, okay, imagine, like, this shit would be, like, the worst. Like, imagine, like, fucking Markiplier and Jacksepticeye had, like, a fucking, like, collab series, but, like, every single fucking upload they posted, like, the first upload, they argued about this small thing that happened in the beginning, and then the second upload, they did it again, and, like, literally for, like, a whole 10-episode series, they did nothing but kind of argue about this one topic every single part.
They wouldn't do that. They would be like, if they argued about that, one of them would be like, oh yeah, whatever, man, I'll let you have it, and then they don't bring it up again. That's not in their character to do.
Yeah. Maybe so, but I don't.
What?
I don't know. I just put it, like, I was rewatching the VOD, like, for the first one, because, like, oh, it couldn't have been like that, dude. Almost the moment, like, literally, not even almost a moment, the moment even the first screen activated in the game, like, confusion and argument broke out.
Okay, that was because I didn't know it was Metroid 3. I thought this was the first Metroid. is in
Like,
captivity.
it never stopped since then. Like, there's something new around every corner.
That's where
Until
the
we got
fun
to
is.
the missile thing, and then it was over. We were cooked.
I don't know about we.
You're, bro, we're trying to exclude himself from this.
Hey, I'm not trying to. I am.
No. This is a part of you.
You think I'm not excluded?
No, this involves you.
I'm able to do this? Oh, you can save here.
Yeah, bro's starting to think this is gonna be like a fucking bad ending of the game. So it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I
Cheers.
thought we were just gonna leave. I was like, what the fuck? This shit is evil though. Oh, never mind. You can't go through it. I thought you had to bomb it. Well, now we go to the capsule area. Did you actually get like upset when we were arguing, and that's why you did the missile thing?
I'm gonna be real. I actually don't really understand the reasoning behind me doing that to you. I just kind of did it for the sake of doing so. Like, I think
For
my
the love
mindset
of
was
the
more
game.
like, yeah, I'm gonna be real. My mindset more was in the realm of like, you know what? He doesn't want to blast through with more than 2 missiles, then he doesn't have to. Like,
Okay.
like he'll get like.
He always doing stuff just to piss people off. He earlier today admitted to me, I was showing him my TikTok liked, or like my liked videos on TikTok, and one of them was like when you're having a conversation with someone and they do that thing where like they're like, oh, I hate this person, and then you're like, oh yeah, well they are pretty like dislikable, and then they're like, well actually I wouldn't say they're dislikable. Like that thing. And he admitted that he does that to me on purpose. Oh, I saw that video and immediately thought like, oh my god, Key does the same thing all the freaking time. And then he admitted that he does it for the love of doing it. He just does it because it's funny and he's bored.
Okay. That is a part of it, but I was telling AJ, another part of it is like, okay, James, let's say I was like, oh, I love pizza, right? Or like, oh, I hate this thing. And you're like, oh, I hate that thing too. Well, now in my brain, it goes, okay, well, James also hates this thing. So now he must play prosecutor for it, and I must play defense for it. So now I will act as if I love this thing. Well, because like, okay, if I said I liked something, and then he said he liked it, then I'd be playing prosecutor and be going against it. Just depends on which position is being held originally.
Yeah.
But basically in my head, it's like, okay, one person takes the role of the person who supports the thing, and I'll take the other role of the person who doesn't. And then we're just going to argue about it as a conversation point.
Why?
Exactly.
Because it's like, okay, like I enjoy Pokemon quite a bit, but whenever something, let's say like someone's like, I think, like, you know, I think this positive thing about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, or this negative thing about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I'm like, you know, like a good point of conversation would be like, you know, because if I'm like, oh, actually, I think that this part of it is subpar, then they would rebuttal with, actually, I don't think that, and this is why it actually looks good. And that's like a conversation. And that's like a conversation. It starts a conversation.
No, because you would rather disagree with someone and take the side that you don't agree with just to argue with someone rather than agree with them about anything. Bro, I'll be like, oh, I think Key's like, I think racism is bad. And then I'll be like, yeah, I think racism is bad too. And then Key's like, well, I wouldn't say it's bad. And then I'm like, bro.
It's not with everything. That's an over exaggeration. It's not with everything.
It'll come up even during conversations like that though. Like I'll say some person is bad, or Key will say some person's bad because they're racist. So then I'll be like, yeah, they are bad. And then he'll be like, well, he did this one good thing, so he's not bad. And I'm like, dude.
Knowing damn well he knows he's bad as well, and he's like, he just is doing this to make everyone else mad.
Yeah, but like, okay, but imagine this. I say, well, he did this one thing, so he's like, you know, he can't be that bad. And then you agree, and I'm like, okay, strange. I need to take that no down. Like
but you
I was testing.
But you know, you're never doing that. That's just you defending it again.
Usually you always don't agree with something that ridiculous, so it's like, okay. Okay, James.
Okay, I know yeah, I might honestly be ground zero for why you do this.
No, because when we were talking about it, I was like, bro, James does the same thing. You both like you just argue for the sake. I'll be talking about anything, and Key just starts arguing with me about it for literally no reason, just to be rage bait. Dude, he just loves to rage bait me, and I don't know why. It gets me so mad.
Yeah, honestly, the term rage baiting has ruined this whole like operation. After people discover the term rage baiting, now this is like not even possible to do anymore.
True. Dude, Andrew was showing me like 2 characters in Cookie Run, and was like, I don't like this one character because of like this and that, right? Like, oh, they're just completely obsessed with this other character, and I just want them to be kind of like an independent character on their own. And then I just start. Keep in mind, I don't know anything about either of these 2 characters, nor do I really care. But I just started arguing against the fact that AJ disliked this character. It's like, what's so wrong about the character doing this? Like, oh, and then like basically, and then like after like AJ's like, well, I just don't like it, and I'm like, yeah, but Amy Rose was kind of like that until, and then AJ just.
Well, because then I realized what you were doing, and I'm like, wait a minute, you just love arguing with me. I'm not continuing this. You're just doing it for the love of the game.
You can join in on the game too.
See, I think Key, you do this, and you genuinely care about other people. I have done this to people to the point where they're like screaming mad, and I didn't realize like until right before it happens.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
Okay, it's all AJ had to say is my name in an upset tone, and I was like, ooh.
Well, yeah, because I was talking about a character in Cookie Run, and like I thought she was so cool at first, because she's like a silly, mischievous character, but then like her entire personality actually in the game became centered around her liking this one dude. And I thought that was so annoying, because it's like she could have her own personality, but she makes liking this other dude her entire motivation and personality for it's literally all she says in the whole story.
True.
And then Key's like, well, I mean, that's not that bad. Like,
okay, he literally hates
that's just
this,
how she is.
And he agrees with you.
Yeah. And then I'm like, but like, I just wish that she could be independent. Like, I wish she could be evil independently of this guy. Like, and he's like, oh, so is she like evil because she likes this guy? I'm like, no, she's evil and she just constantly talks about him. He's unrelated to anything. Like, she's just always talking about him for literally no reason.
There was a fucking Metroid there?
Dude.
Let's get this one out of the way.
Key starts the rage bait, and I'm like, Key, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I was like a raising eyebrow.
That was not. I was not happy.
Finger
bro.
wag.
That's fucking crazy. But yeah, I've done this same thing. Like honestly, like to Fernando and Catherine, and they get like steaming fucking mad, like vehemently angry.
It's so frustrating, dude.
Okay.
Because you're trying to just have a conversation and relate to someone, and they're like, well, yeah, they say something, and you agree with them, and then they're like, well, actually, you're wrong. And it's like, huh? You just, okay.
Okay, but here's the beauty about Fernando and talking to him is that unlike a lot of other people, I don't have to just pretend as if I don't agree with them because me and Fernando don't agree on anything, period.
That's
so all
not
our
true.
arguments are real and we're both getting angry.
I think the only thing they probably agree on is like human rights.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's not. I mean, that's a good place to start.
That is a good place to start,
It's
but
a good place to start, but it doesn't ever go anywhere.
it doesn't really get much further than that.
That's kind of crazy.
I swear, me and Fernando would be doing anything together, and like Fernando somehow just has like the antithesis of my own opinions about like almost everything. Like, and they're never like significant enough most of the time to be like something you'd care about, but it's still like especially like, bro, when we start talking about games and like design and like we could not be more different when it comes to actually what we look for.
Wait, this is just, there's just no way through this? Like, I see the block, but like I can't break it with anything. Interesting. They really want the player to feel powerless. But yeah, I've done this. I think the main part of it comes from like I don't want to like agree 100% with everything everyone has to say. And so at some point I have to like be like, okay, I disagree. But even if I don't disagree with anything, I still feel like I kind of have to at some point. So I'll disagree for like no reason and come up with a different reason to kind of like strawman an argument from the other side, which is not usually perceived very well from the opposite party.
I feel like
so
it balances things out.
No.
I think sometimes you definitely have to like level people to the point where like not everybody is like always just agreeing with what other people have to say and they think through their opinions, but sometimes like you definitely go a little crazy. I go a little crazy at least. I don't know what Key does because I'm probably worse.
Well, Key does it like with everything at this point. Bro does it in every conversation we have, and I like it drives me fucking wild, bro.
It's never real.
I know, but it makes me so mad.
Okay,
I'm
but
just like hanging out with my friends, and I'm like trying to relax, and then they're like, "Well, actually."
This is the same thing Fernando said to me like the other day, because I got him so mad. Like he was like, James literally has a button that he presses and gets me angry just by talking. Like every time he opens his mouth, I get so angry no matter what.
That's crazy though.
Bro, Fernando, James, Key, PTSD. Bro, fucking AJ was in a call with Fernando. And Fernando was complaining about the Fortnite season apparently, and AJ was like, "Listen, man, you just gotta like, just relax and enjoy it, bro. Like, it's not like, you know." And then like in the middle of that, Fernando's like, "Dude, you sound just like Kid." It pisses me off.
Well, cause like I don't know, like I like Fortnite, and he's like, I hate this thing in Fortnite, and like he would like like me and Lauren were kind of, because we were playing while talking to Fernando, And we were like, oh, but there are these things you can do to like get around that. And then he's like, well, you know, I hate it. I don't like it. And I was like, man, well, you just gotta chill out and like let yourself enjoy the game anyway. And he did not like that at all.
Because that's always, every single time Lala drags me and Fernando into like a game together, my first literal response to whenever he complains, like after arguing with him, is my final silver bullet is, listen man, you just kind of gotta chill out and like just take it as it is. And he does not like that play.
He does not like that one in any context.
Well, you have to kind of understand, like this is like you're telling someone who's upset to calm down. It's not gonna work.
That's true.
But like I genuinely, and like I feel like me and Fernando, like I feel like the last time we talked about the whole thing, it went on, like Lala was getting so sick of us talking about the whole topic, because genuinely from my perspective, Fernando's argument makes no sense whatsoever. Like it makes no logical sense, like just from any perspective in my head. Like it's so like my whole thing is like, man, I don't know, I think he just need to chill. And like I think his perspective, he's getting really upset the fact that like I'm just basically dono-walling his. I will admit, like I could just accept that he does not like it regardless of the reason, but like in my head I'm like, I don't know, bruh, you're tweaking. And I
think I understand Fernando's point 1-to-1, but I still agree with you, because he's probably saying something along the lines of XYZ happens in the game and like there's not really anything you can do about it, and it's like kind of lame, and there's like not really a point of doing something else because of it, and it like removes like the fun part of the game that he enjoys. Am I right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's basically like, okay, he enjoyed Fortnite movement before they added sprinting. The reason he doesn't like sprinting is because it feels good to sprint, then you can't after your stamina you know, goes out. You have to wait for it to refill. And I argue that one, if you like the movement before and now you just have a little bit of, you know, more fun movement on top of it, then it's literally like in every way possible a net positive. Plus there's multiple items in the loot pool that like give you basically infinite movement or just advanced movement at all times, because that's how the gameplay, like the whole gameplay is built around items. He says I shouldn't have to use items to make the game bearable or fun, but
that kind of is all of Fortnite,
Royale,
yeah, Fortnite is just items.
I agree with Fernando.
Guns are items.
I agree with Fernando and agree with both of you at the same time. I don't think the game should be like about items to be fun, but at the same time, like you're playing Fortnite and you have to understand that that's what the game is about. So if you want to have fun playing Fortnite, you can't get mad when there's like a bullshit item that allows you to have infinite stamina, or there's mechanics that like just get beaten by other mechanics in the game, because that's the whole point of the game.
Yeah, and like I mean, if you enjoyed the movement before, automatically, I mean, listen, I don't
the movement before was just walking at a very slow speed without stamina or movement at all.
Yeah, and not really movement items that much. Like, I don't know.
I feel like if you care about there not being any items, then you go play like a different battle royale, or like a actual like first person shooter game. But if you're playing Fortnite, you have to understand that it comes with the territory.
True. But I will be fair to him. This is why he doesn't play Fortnite, and he's usually being forced to play it. So
that's fair. That's fair.
That is fair. So I'll give him that. Like,
well,
he's not choosing.
Yeah.
He's not choosing to be in Fortnite of his own fruition.
Dude, I was like arguing the other day in the server again, because they were like you should enjoy like team-based games because like it's fun to succeed as a team. And I was like, yeah, I'll play them like with friends, but if I'm gonna get better, if I want to get better at a game, you get better at those games by being better like being better at working by your team, not being like better yourself. And then Fernando was like, well, what if I'm just better than everyone else? And I'm like, brother, you're not gonna 1v9 when you get to like anybody to the point where like your players are actually like around your same skill level.
True. Like, I have a very strong, like, I always said this about like with a lot of like hero shooters and stuff, or like MOBAs, or just anything like team focused. Like, bro, you can be dog water by yourself, but be masterful at teamwork and basically just ascend. Like,
True.
Yeah.
like you just need to be a strong component of the team and support everyone else where it counts.
Yeah, you can be masterful by yourself, but dog water at teaming,
Yeah, but I feel like
that's where you fall apart.
yeah, it's like it's different, but I don't care if I win or lose in games like that because it's kind of like all a wash anyway. Like if 4 players of the team are doing well, but like one guy is like completely off his rocker, and the other team has like 5 players doing well and they win, there's not really much I could have done if like one person is directly sabotaging the whole team. So I feel like there's not any point of getting better or like really focusing on getting better, because like you can only ever achieve like your win percent, only ever increase your win percentage, never like directly influence it.
Yeah.
But they were like, no dude, like other games, like one-on-one games, like they just don't make any sense. I enjoy playing with my team more than fighting people one-on-one ever. Like any one-on-one game is just inferior.
Like the blame is divided by 5.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you know,
You
like,
can
even
blame
if
your
you played
friends for
really
being
bad
bad
and you
instead of
know it.
yourself.
It's true. Like even if you did really bad and you know you did bad and you do blame yourself, it's like, but like it was a team effort.
yeah.
Right. Oh, like, or like, oh, just all those other people on the other team were just so good. There's too many good people on the other team. And a 1v1 game was just like, oh, I was just worse than this other person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people just aren't able to cope with that feeling.
They can't
guess.
handle the truth.
But you can't tell someone that and be like, and expect them to not to get upset, because they're like, dude, like
I've tried.
like
They don't like that one.
you can't tell people like, hey, this is like actually your fault, and what the fuck, I need to fucking sprint into this. All right, or I'm never getting that missile. But you can't tell someone that and have them take it well. I think the only thing you can do is be like, okay, I just enjoy it differently, I guess, and then move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets to a point though, because then, like, you do end up playing with them, and then the entire time they're like, oh my god, my team is so trash, I hate this game. I'm so good at this game, and everyone else I'm playing with sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you get
And then
to the
you're just
point,
like, dude, you need to check your own stats before you say all that, bro.
well, no, okay, but that's the thing. I hate stat chasing. It's so bad. It's so bad for the health of a game, and just fucking like, dude, I've known people who like they just throw matches stat chasing. Like
That's true.
like-
but there's also a point where, like, it at some point it also just depends on your play style and like who you're playing. Like if you're playing a DPS, you should probably have kills.
yeah, you should probably have kills. But like, okay, for example, like, and then yeah, most of the time there will be people complaining about their whole team. They have like their fucking 1 in 9.
They've died like 10 times and they have no assists or kills whatsoever.
Yeah, but there's other times where it's like, look, I'm MVP of the team, and it's like, because like there's been so many times where basically, okay, like I play tank in Marvel Rivals a lot, and I'll have like I'll see like, okay, my Black Panther is pushing in, right? You know,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna commit with him and push in with him so we can secure those kills, right?
You can have a good strategy without good stats.
Right? But the problem is, I'll have that Black Panther will then think like, oh, my tank's here, they're gonna notice me. Like, basically, like, I've had moments where like backliners did not commit properly to any push whatsoever, and then like, sure, by the end of that, like that, you know, that encounter, they got like 3 kills, but they put me in a bad position because they couldn't commit to the push, right? The push they initiated and kind of backed out of, right? And clearly, like, they were jumping into 3 different enemies, so of course I was gonna be there for them. And then I'm dead, and I'm no longer there to support the other team. The other team dies. They get 4 kills, right? And then, like, you know, now there's like, they can't hold point alone. And then, like, yes, you could say, like, as a tank, maybe I shouldn't have even tried to help them at all. But the thing is, a lot of the time, then they're just kind of lollygagging by themselves and, like, struggling to get picks by themselves as a backliner. And, like, I don't know, there's just a lot of situations where, like, I've seen people get a lot of kills, but, like prioritization of those kills over actually holding point.
Well, yeah.
Doing anything else.
I guess by stats, I don't solely mean like viewable game stats. I mean more like check your own game strategy or like team strategy rather than blaming the entire rest of your team.
Yeah, I've won games almost solo in Overwatch and Marvel Rivals by just sitting on point and never leaving it, because for some reason a big habit of hero shooters is just nobody fucking cares about point for no reason at all, and if you just sit on it and just choose not to leave most of the time, it'll just slowly inch towards the goalpost on its own.
I do notice people in those sort of games really love to farm the like let's sit outside their spawn and kill as many people in the shortest amount of time as possible.
Yeah.
And not let's play the game the way it is, like the way that we actually win.
True.
I mean, most people want to kill shit more than they want to like actually win though.
That's true, but like a lot of the time it does cost the game because people like think to push in to the spawn so that they can farm their stats in the game rather than like get to a position that actually lets the team be strong.
True.
In protecting the goal, which also gets you kills and stat points.
I agree, but this is again the same type of thing where like you can't really control what your team is gonna do.
Well, yeah.
So like it kind of doesn't matter whether you win or lose. You can only ever like do your best. And if you want to like 100% control, then play a game that like actually is gonna give you control.
True. I don't really care about winning or losing in games like that. I just like playing with my friends. It just gets annoying when I'm playing with my friends and then they're like, my team is terrible! And I'm like, bro, I'm your team.
True.
I'm doing my best. I'm just playing the game to have fun with you, and you're not having fun.
True. I don't know why I would ever want to be back here. Alright, I'm saving and then we're done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna fucking give you a shortcut to make you go all the way back here. For what reason? I don't know. But we actually did some shit.